Hello everybody, hello folks. Well, now I'm talking about is this. As to mention, if I have roasted cough bands, rants and vids, fans rants and vids about bashing other people and bashing. Look, this guy's a total jerk, and I don't mean that this guy that I'm going, he's going to have this creation of Japan sucks video. Let me tell you about it. Don't watch this video. I think he needs to understand if he's watching this. I mean, a cough fan, fans and fans rants and vids. You know what? You're such a sucker. How you like to get roast? Now we are talking about this. This is a shout out to me and I've seen this Phil's collaboration of having a YouTube partner. All I need is a bit of 1,000 subscribers. I only have 56 subscribers, but this is talking about to just forget Kayla. You know that's something it is talking about. This is talking about the thing of about my videos. I think if this is a shout out to RandomYoko and about this incident was going on in Boston. Even though I was in Boston, I'm in Miami, Florida right now. But this incident happened at the MFA Museum in Boston, Massachusetts, about a beautiful garment of this artist named Monet and having his wife painting wearing a kimono. So people come up in there and this a white person wearing a kimono, and you know what? It says is they talk about racism. No, they're appreciating a culture. Wearing a kimono is appreciating culture. I'm just saying I'm Colombian American myself, and then these people are just kind of nuts. Who are these people? It's like you having something like, oh, somebody's wearing a big chain and stuff, and then you have all these Uncle Toms out there. Oh yeah, well, you imitating the somebody of black culture or something, right? That's the kind of people. I mean, kind of strange that hate their own selves, or most likely people like that. Because I could tell you this. This has gone crazy, and then I have been in this page, and I like this page. I wanted to support this kind of event and have going on in Boston of a Kimono Wednesday and at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. Even my stepsister went there. You know what? If you've seen this, I bet you need to support this cause and like that page in Facebook. So, I mean, this nothing happened in Miami, Florida, but for all you protesters out there, for all you protesters, let's examine this. Somebody's having okay, wear a tassel day. 1930s in Germany. So, if somebody wears a tassel, part of the Jewish tradition, and then do you have these protesters and they say this is not allowed, this is racist or something? What the hell is that? About a French woman wearing a kimono. It's the same thing as you have something. Okay, so everybody was trying a kimono, but everybody else back in the 1930s, a non-Jew trying a tassel, and it says, okay, this is racist. This is not good. It is the same. It is the same fucking shit that you're trying to what you're trying to do over there in Boston what people did back in the 1930s for trying a tassel during at a museum in Berlin, for example. You know, what the heck is that? Are you forming this kind of discrimination? Are you hating on the Japanese culture? Are you hating on Japanese people? Gosh, get a life, man. Even cough fans, rants, and vids. Get a life, man. You son of a bitch. You know, I mean, these people don't know how to understand is this. Okay, this is, I mean, I appreciate all these things and something, but there's people that, okay, we're good, you know, protecting your own people and stuff doesn't mean, oh, you have the right, oh yeah, OJ didn't do it. I heard the story before. I heard it again, and I heard it a bunch of million times. Yeah, you know, please, nobody's perfect in this world. Everybody has done bad crap, and this is why most like the American justice system sometimes is not injustices. There's no they're like I believe our I believe the country that we attack and drop atomic bombs is more righteous than America. For example, who the hell is going to have rights to get for a baseball player never keep using steroids and never gets caught, and then you have a certain nationality and never use it, and then he's blamed for using it but for not even using that shit, right? Same thing goes on right there. This what's going on is the same hypocrites, it's the same wussies and suck ups that don't know shit, I'm telling you about what is it. And then if you look in this, there's people try in any part of the world. They're trying to join something, try to protest, you know, activists and things, because there's always something hidden in history that we don't know about. We don't know about was about the Asian Confederates, who they were. Sure, mine's to tell you what, always trying to blame on Japanese people, always trying to blame on black people, or you know, people that even though there's good and bad in every one of them, people that's, you know, try to say they have nothing, they have all they do is they're hardworking people, they have nothing in there, even though they have, especially there's some cultures that have some balls and they fight each other and all that stuff, and then the way they get along, you know, this is kind of ridiculous right there, you know. I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem of banning Kimono Day? You know, people over there in Boston, those people are suck ups. This is the same thing would happen in Germany during the 1930s and all the way to the mid 1940s, where somebody exposed, okay, let's wear a tassel day in a museum in Berlin, and then people, oh yeah, let's go protest, let's ban a tassel day. Same thing, it's the same crap, it's the same fucking shit. Excuse my language, but it's true. It is the same. It is the same garbage. This is why it is. This is not Hitler's Germany. This is a multicultural nation. This is the United States of America, where people from different countries come. How the heck you gonna have? What you gonna do? Wear the Kipao Day. That's a Chinese dress. Wear the Hanbok Day. Oh, Look, for a matter of fact, that these people, you could have this Kimono Day here in Miami, Florida. I don't care. I don't mind because we don't have to interfere with these suck ups. These Korean and Chinese that don't like Japan. I'm not saying all of them like that, but people don't know the history of what's going on, and there's always something hidden. Let me tell you what we're facing there is there's also people involved. You know who? The elite, the the Illuminati. Why these people are always there to control, to mind control? The Illuminati also have control of GHQ. That's also part of the Illuminati. Rose crosses, Masons, skulls and bones, and secret societies. This is the people that are trying to do is brainwash you, trying to use psychological warfare, and this we and they were feeding up with psychological warfare that the elite have something of information just playing mind games, having their own little playground. Let's see who to blame, and then brainwashing. You know, it's not the people, but governments that brainwash people. For, let's say, an example, let's take a look at Great Britain. You could say anything, except if you bash or you talk crap about the Queen. Once you talk garbage about the royal family, you have a problem. You have a problem. You're talking against Britain. You have a problem right there. No, that's why Russell Brand, or not, this British actor that who is a whistleblower, talks against what's going on of his government. And we could need all these whistleblowers every single day. I mean if you could see this, I'm telling you, Mrs. Mata, or Miss Mata, if you've seen this, if you've seen this, if you could wish that something was going on about one time. Yeah, Korea was part of China long ago, and you have untold Confederates. I could wish to see this kind of thing in of next president after Park could say, "Oh look, we have coming here into going crossroads through Alabama, Georgia, all these um, states that were from the South." That says they'll say sorry. We forgive you of what we have done in the past. That people of our descent were fighting for the Confederates. That's right, and it's true. Somewhere they just disguise themselves that they were born in China, and that's kind of phony baloney. And I and I and I guess you are right about all these things. About you say something, and I believe that if there is something that I really agree is to others, don't mess around with Civil War history. And I seen a movie called Lincoln. It is about Abraham Lincoln. To He was working out on writing the Amendment 13, and the Amendment 13 is to abolish slavery. So it is what it is. And you have the northern part. You have other Asian Americans, Chinese Americans fighting for the Union, while you have this untold stories of so-called when Korea was part of China, these Korean Americans fighting for the Confederacy. Sorry about this, but this is just about something hidden that they need to expose to the light. That's I mean, it's not just the during Korea fighting for the Japanese army when they were occupied by Japan after the Sino-Japanese War, but in a way, you have this its and buts of who. I may say I'm not talking about all Koreans are bad. I'm saying that these certain group of people who were just misjudging, including Japan-born Chinese that China has brought, like same thing what happened here, like with Italians. I'm not taking all Italians are bad. What happened here in the States? They brought up some misfits from the mafia, and then you have everything with the mafia. The mafia is all doing all these bad stuff. Same thing with the Mariel here in Florida, here in South Florida, and like Cuba. Not all of them, but they're bringing all these people right there during that time, and then that was during Carter's time. That's what it is. Castro's government send misfits, and then these misfits are everywhere committing crimes. Here in Florida. Same thing what happened with the Chinese criminals that they sent to Japan, doing the same thing, and they were the ones committing all these crimes. For RandomYoko, of course, these people were putting a stain on your government back then. This is kind of ridiculous, and the worst thing about it that they use Japanese names, as you seen with the Koreans. But Koreans are a different story. There was, like I told you, there was this. I know to write a piece of paper about the John Font. He is Korean. Here in the United States, I mean, for the Confederate States, fighting for the Southern states. Seems to be Chinese, but it's just Korean and Chinese last names ain't that so much of a similarity. But yeah, the guy was a tobacco grower in Savannah, Georgia, fighting for the Confederates. But there were others they didn't mention, that they say that was about the Asian Confederates. Yeah, the majority of two first people from Thailand. The majority, after they find out they're all from Korea, there were no Japanese fighters for the Confederacy. As it is, because once you find the light, you have to be aware of governments. You have to be aware of make up stories, because it's always it is. Governments always do this crazy, dirty things. This is what I'm talking about. Somebody, I mean, I appreciate Abby for what he's done. He came here. He talked to us about his point of view, because I think he might notice. He knows there's something. You gotta have some president of South Korea could be agree with Abby, and then he knows something about, okay, you need to fix this thing before everything. You gotta get pissed off. People. You cannot make everybody happy, but if people want to tell the truth, in other words, the truth hurts. The truth hurts because when it's with their own kind and they hear the truth, you can't handle the truth. It's a line from all good men. Just you can't handle the truth. Yeah. It is what it is. Sometimes people have to have hidden truths of things to say. And then this kimono thing, I mean, people watching this, even Japanese people watching this, I'm talking in English, even though sorry it is, the language of yours is beautiful and I try to learn it and all that stuff. I did that stuff, but I'm just making this video that I mean, let's swap cultural differences. What it is, as you could tell me about it. Look, if there is such thing of trying out kimono in a place where I'm from, where my parents are from, Colombia. Try this kimono thing at a somewhere in Bogota or where my dad's where my dad lives, Fusagasuga, right? Doing that thing of this kimono thing, it would be interesting. So I mean, this is what happened with the future of Japan. Is also Japan try to have another thing is promote Colombian festivals on July 20th or 19th to settle things of cultural differences of wearing a traditional Colombian outfit. You know, just like women Colombian outfits, and I need to tell you, for all you Japanese folks and for RandomYoko, just find out and see what it is, and I think you could try one on. I bet you could do it. You could do it and then just promote what's the good cause. Most likely there's just one Korean person known popular at a Colombian TV show one time and is gone. But other than that, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. People like this, whoever appreciate it, no matter where you're from, I mean, appreciate what it is from other countries and stop bashing them. And people in Boston don't do this thing. This is the same thing what they're doing as it's like the example of tassel day. People wearing a tassel to promote the Jewish culture, and then people come up and then, oh yeah, let's ban tassel day. Why did they did that? If that existed, if that happened, why did they did that back then? Because of Adolf Hitler's nuts. There's some dude that killed himself at the end. Because don't you ever get influence from this hate? This is nothing. This is not something about the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is a whole different story, and then the Rising Sun flag is a whole different story also. There's one. The rebel flag is a false representation of heritage. The Rising Sun flags is a positive. I see like something positive to see that they wanted to have part of Japanese heritage, right? I have seen this to adapt some other things, to adapt. I know I did adapt a flag when I was my trip to Boston and stuff, or going back to the train back to Florida, but I have never went to this event. This kind of sucks because I mean, you suckers, what you're trying to do, you just trying to humiliate yourselves. You humiliate themselves. You want to humiliate other people. You're trying to bring hatred against Japanese people. Just same thing as what it is. What if the same thing as somebody having this say, hey, yeah, let's go Black Culture Day. You wear something, and then they came these people or these Uncle Toms or what. Yeah, that ain't black. You ain't black. Who the hell was a white guy with black? That's this moronic bullshit that's going on. I mean, for a matter of fact, I know that you, for one blogger, I know that I try to friend you. I try to say sorry for what was going on. I didn't mean to say something mean, but I really kind of love your videos and I love what you say, because I mean, people are ignorant. They don't know jack jack crap because I mean, for you, Yoko, you're a great person, and I think you're a great person, and then keep doing what you're doing. And then what we're trying to do is this: you watch my other video about the Korean Confederates, and you know what I'm talking about is I am saying the same thing what you said. This is regarding I was born in the States, but regarding my country, this is regarding the southern region about these Asian Confederates never been seen because I tell you one country that has tried to bash your folks, your people needs to come out with the light, and Koreans are watching this, coming out with the light of probably you have your own kind fighting for the Confederate States, fighting for slavery, you know. And then I will say goodbye, and even though this is a long video, see you on the next vid, and I will talking about another thing when I talk about my vlogs of why I seen the video, what is this, why I don't have my other video camera, and what I need. Goodbye, folks.